Hello everyone, I go by the name of Roxy Rose, and this right here is Roxy Rose Guides debt update for the month of June 2023. Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back, y'all. I'm so excited and elated. Y'all, we in July, man. Okay. So, half the year is gone, and as we're getting into this new part of the year, there's so much to go over, especially going over our debts and giving you guys a debt update for June 2023. Before we get into that, let me go ahead and thank my wonderful 800 plus subscribers. You are one and appreciated, so thank you so much for coming back onto this channel, checking me out. Press that bell notification so you can get a notification when a new video comes out. You know, I've been doing them weekly. I plan over the summer to do them as much as I can weekly. So I hope that you guys really enjoy and continue to enjoy. Leave comments, like below. Yes, please. And if you're new here on Roxy Rose Guides, I go through all things of my personal budget, finance, and debt payoff, along with other stuff like savings challenges, sacred funds, and other stuff I'm trying to get into. So if you're interested, please go ahead and like and subscribe below. It's free and it's definitely for you, all right? Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about my plans, my goals, and we are inching towards some really great big goals. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Before I get started, there's some stuff I wanted to go ahead and say, y'all. It's such a blessing to be a teacher. Like the random gifts that you get. So one of my students went ahead and got me this Prime Video, Amazon Prime gift card. So I'm kind of excited because I don't know how much is on here. I got to figure it out. But this is something I got. And then also I did one of my friends, my beautiful friend's hair. So I just got some extra cash. So we might be stuffing this just to make sure that it's nice and safe. But yes, I'm trying to make money on the side, y'all. I'm trying to do other things. But that was a nice little tidbit that could be added along with all the beautiful things my brother got me for before the baby shower. Like he got me a bunch of stuff. I'll put up a picture if I can. If I end up taking a picture, it'll be up here. But yes, so I'm thankful to my wonderful brother that went ahead and sent me a bunch of things for the baby shower. And guys, it makes it really real because y'all, I'm expected to have this baby at the end of September. And life is lifing, but we are mushing along. This baby's growing. My stomach's growing. It's harder to get out of any seat. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this chapter. So, all right, let's get into this debt update. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our top, which is our revolving debt, aka credit cards. Yes, y'all. There's something I really, really, really need to go ahead and do. Guys, the credit card companies have changed their interest rates. So I was looking and I was like, let me just go ahead and look into the statement and check my interest rate. Because on the news and all these other places, they're talking about these interest rate charges. They're talking about it. They're trying to, and I'm like, all right, let me check my statement. So if you know, at the bottom of every credit card statement, all right, if you don't know, go check it out. At the end of every credit card statement, probably the last page or the second, third to last page, they will put on there your APR, your interest rate that you pay on your credit card where you have a balance on there, right? And almost every single one of these has gone up. Almost every single one. So they're creeping up, y'all. So please be aware because they want us to be in financial debt. They want us to owe money to these companies so that we are forever have to pay them on a monthly basis for the rest of whatever. Because if you look at those estimates that's on those statements, they usually have you paying, even for minimal balances, they're like, oh, pay the minimum and you're going to take 3 years to pay this off, when you don't even need to pay it off in 3 years. It's crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and update these amounts, but I'm going to do it on the July, the next portion, because I feel like this was what it was. The interest rate was what it was like from the beginning of the year going forward. And even a few months ago, I remember either in February or March, I checked my statements and it wasn't that different or high. But let's go ahead. So here we have some new credit card APRs, or the interest rate that's on these credit cards. So what I'm just going to do is go ahead and change these on here, because they just need to be changed. They need to be changed and not accurate anymore. I want to make sure all my information is accurate, because that also helps me to make sure, like, all right, when I want to spend or put it on a credit card, hold up, wait a minute. The credit card is really expensive and it's not worth spending this, or if I do spend it, I got to pay it off super fast. So that's really what I'm worried about. So we're going to work on that. All right, so now let's update what we're going to do. Okay, so we have Chase, which is now at 33.99%. All right, it went up from before. The other Chase card, which is 24.24%. It went up a whole percentage. 27.99 for this last card. Then we go to Bank of America, 20.99. Then we have Citibank, which is 22.99. It was in the teens before. And then we have Amex, which is 27.99, y'all. I think this Chase and this Amex are my highest. And I have, well, we're going to go over credit a little bit later, but I have pretty good credit. So for this interest rate to be so high, oh my gosh, it's crazy. That's almost 30%. Almost 30% if I leave a balance. So, I mean, the balances are my fault, right? Because I'm swiping the cards. But that's a lot. So when we go ahead and go over everything, don't look at this interest rate. Really look at this interest rate, because that's what's affecting the balance that's left on these credit cards. So now let's go ahead and put in what we know about these credit cards. So for the end of June, I was able to pay off a lot of these credit cards, but currently we have 300 on this credit card. And then on these other credit cards, I have paid them off. I don't want any balances on these cards. And I've been working really hard just to make sure I don't owe anything. Some of them I haven't owed for a long time. Like Bank of America, I make sure to pay it off. It's a minimal amount. And Card, I always try my best to pay it off. Amex, I was able to pay down to $400. And every other store card is definitely paid off. I'm not falling for this 29.99%. I'm not falling for that. So our total credit card debt this month is $700. Yay. And y'all, I feel like this month I'm going to be able to pay this off pretty fast. I don't think, well, you know what? I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping that I can pay off this $700 by next month and be credit card debt free again. That would be a blessing. That would be great. That is what I'm hoping. So, y'all, please pray for me, okay? All right, so we're done with our credit card debt. So it's gone down significantly, over $1,000 down. So I'm so grateful. Now, let's get into our other debts. Non-revolving unsecured debt, aka student loans. These blasted, no good, horrible, very bad student loans. Now, as you know, or at least as I found out very recently, the Supreme Court has voted against student loan forgiveness for people in this country. For hardworking public service Americans like myself that have given their taxes, done everything they needed to, gone through college, responsibly left their college, have been paying their student loans, and are working to help this society and this community. They don't want to help us with student loan forgiveness. They believe that we should just do it, even we should just pay it ourselves. So there's no hope on that end. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Please leave a comment down below. I'm kind of upset about it. I was hoping it would happen, but I also know, it was probably pushing to where it wasn't going to happen because it took so long for it to come about anyway, and it wasn't until Biden did that whole executive order or tried to do it that I don't know. It's sad to me. If you are working in public service for people, you usually don't make a lot. So I think this would have been helpful, but unfortunately it didn't come to pass. So now we're going to go ahead and get into this next part. It sucks. So for student loans, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in all these numbers for the student loans, and then we're going to talk about it. All right. Alrighty, so here are our amounts that we still owe for student loans, okay? As you know, I was not paying this off, and I will be paying it very soon. So this amount will be lowering very soon because that interest rate is going to be charged very soon, which is going to make my whole loan amount way higher. So I need to definitely pay this off soon. So I definitely need to start making those payments, and that will be coming out soon. We have Aspire, which went down about $50. Yeah, I'd say about $50. We have Navient that went down about $50. And we have Earnest, which went down about $250. I also made an extra payment to Earnest this month. So it's not actually $215 I paid. It's like $315 I paid this month. But to get it down to $250, okay. And then let's go ahead and figure out our total amount. Bam! $100,083. So I wish I could just pay off this $83. But honestly, y'all, I'm excited. It's inching closer to 100,000, and it's gonna be less, y'all. I got this to 99. Imagine that, and I will be doing that before the end of the year. So this is going to happen. But y'all, yeah. So basically, I've been trying my best. It went down almost $400, about $300 something. It went down. So this is really, really, really good. I'm hoping we continue to get on this level, this wave where I'm focusing on paying off this credit card so that I can really pay off these student loans, especially my private student loan, which is not affected by anything that could happen in politics, in life, there's no forgiveness, there's no bankruptcy, there's nothing that can get rid of this student loan. So I want to get rid of this student loan as soon as possible. And the best way to do that, just funnel money into just paying it off. So that is, after this credit card, that is my next goal. And that is going to bring this down significantly, even if this rises. Oh, and it's going to rise. Oh my gosh, y'all. My monthly payment for this is about $350. So that's going to be an additional $350. This is a lot. This is a lot. And y'all, in September, I'm going into maternity leave. That's when school starts. So It's going to be a lot. It's going to be real different. Okay. If you're interested, I definitely have this debt repayment pack. I have this debt repayment PDF that you can go ahead and get, especially for the remainder of the year, right? We have from July to December, and I definitely have this sheet and this sheet right on Etsy. Go ahead and click the link in the description below. If you guys are interested, help you get in charge of your finances for the remainder of the year, okay? So let's go ahead and go over this debt. Well, currently I have $700 of credit card debt. The top row is credit card debt. What happened this month? I have been spending, but I also been making sure to put money towards those payments. So I've been paying off, and that's been helping a lot. Paying off debt. All right. And I've been trying to do less eating out. That's been good. I haven't stopped it completely, but less eating out is way better. So now we are currently at $100,783 of total debt. All right. So yeah, I mean, it went down by about $2,000, $1,900. That's a lot. I'm trying my best to just make sure I'm funneling all of my paycheck into this. So as much as I would like to continue this stuff, you see my stuffing and my savings challenges and my sinking funds have kind of decreased a little bit. And it's really because I feel like paying off these credit cards is a little bit more important. I pay off these credit cards, and I have this money that I can go ahead and put to the side to save for this and save for that. But right now, I got to focus. And that's what I'm trying to focus on, getting that $700 gone. All right. Oh, let's go ahead and get into the other part, which is net worth and credit score. All right. So, oh, y'all, if you like this little pad, I got it from Fancy Budgeting. So it came with my Fancy Budget notebook. If you're interested, the link and the discount code is in the description below. All right, so for June 2023, let's go ahead and talk about our credit scores and the things that we've seen so far. So we have our credit scores. I use Credit Karma. Credit Karma is amazing to me. I'm not, affiliated with them. They're not sponsoring anything. I wish they would, but I use Credit Karma and Credit Sesame. Usually Credit Sesame has the same score that's on Credit Karma because they're using the same, the same one of the three bureaus or companies that check your credit score or make your credit score. So currently right now through Credit Karma, I have a credit score of 812 and a credit score of 826. I also had another company, so my credit cards also check my credit score as well, and I figured it works well because they've already checked my credit score to be able to charge me every month and give me deals and all this other stuff. So they also gave me 811. So this is great. It's gone up from previously where it was stuck at 811 for a little while, to be honest. So I'm happy to see this 826. And I'm hoping when I pay off all of my credit cards and I'm credit card debt free, this rises. That would be amazing. So that's right now where my credit score lies. I'm super excited about this one. Y'all, let's move this credit score up. It just means my credit worthiness will go up. I can go ahead and increase my limits, and that should increase a lot of other things as well. So the potential is great. Do I plan on using my credit for anything anytime in the near future? No. But at least my credit score is up and popping and ready to go just in case anything happens, just in case an emergency happens, just in case I want to purchase anything big. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now the next part is my net worth. Now, your net worth is basically your assets versus your liabilities. So we have assets and liabilities. My assets are my, retirement, my savings that I have, whether it's cash or whether it's in the bank, my car value, my home value. And then my liabilities are basically things that take away from that, like my credit card debt, my student loan debt, my auto loan, which I already paid off, by the grace of God, last year. All right. And my mortgage. All right. So when you do all of that, sprinkle it all together. All right. We got $57,428 of my own personal net worth. All right. That's my own personal net worth. All right. That's not me and my husband. That's just me, myself, which is great because it has been going up. And this is something that, I'm super excited about. I want to keep sharing this with you guys because, I guess we always talk about billionaires and millionaires' net worth, how much they owe, if we even get the right amounts, because like nobody's really into their pockets to know how much they owe, how much they have, right? It's all an estimate. But I've literally calculated and sat down, and it feels good to know that your net worth goes up as your loans and your credit debt goes down. It's great to see that. It's great to see that, you know what? My assets are more than my liabilities. I'm actually technically, as a financial person, worth more than I thought I was based on what I have, or based on how I've decided to spend my money, or how I've decided to pay off what I owe. So it's just great to see this. So the goal is, the goal is by the end of the year to get this to 100,000. I think that's too high. I don't know what the goal is, but I just want it to keep increasing. It can get to 60, it can get 70, it can get to 80. That would be amazing for this year. But yeah, the goal is for it to go up and not to go down. That's my goal. My goal is for it to go up and not to go down. And also for my credit score, for it to go up and not to go down. So y'all, I'm glad you're able to join me, at least just going over this. This portion is something that I've recently added to my videos, and I wanted to add it because I think it's super duper important. I think it's important to make sure that you are able to see how your finances are affecting your financial profile when companies are looking at you, when they're checking your credit score, when you're trying to see if you can apply for a loan or a credit card or a house. Okay, this is what they're looking at. They want to know how much you owe versus how much you have in assets, and they want to know what your credit score is in general. Not through NACA, the program I use to get my house. Check it out, NACA.com. They're really amazing, and I think people should really look into it if you're interested in buying a home anytime in the future. I had to pay no PMI, no PMI on my house because I went through the program and just stuck through it and made sure I was, my paperwork was right and I was doing everything I needed to do, checking my money. So yes. And I'm saying this not to brag. I'm saying this to say you can do it too. You can do this. You gotta believe in yourself. Y'all, that's what I be telling my students. Believe in yourself. Say it with me. I believe in myself. I believe that I deserve good things. I believe I can be debt free. I believe I can move myself and my family to a better future financially. Y'all, you gotta believe in yourself, okay? Anyway, thank you guys for watching and allowing me to rant on about what I've been doing, my finances. Y'all pray for me. If you have any, tricks or any kind of advice that you have about what I'm doing so far or what I can do, y'all, please let me know. Also, if you know a quick little side hustle that you think I can try to engage in that could help me make some extra funds during the summer, please go ahead and leave that in the comments below. I really need something quick, easy, and remember I'm pregnant, so I need it to be either remote or a little mobile, something that's not too much movement and too much activity. You know what I mean? So please leave that comment below. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy July, y'all. There's so much coming up in July. Happy July. You guys take care. God bless. And Roxy Rose out.